So it's the end of day 3, and I just don't understand where I'm getting all of this energy from. I mean, we're having, this morning I had half a lemon squeezed into, they leave them for you, so they're in these little glasses, like shot glasses. So I had that in some hot water, and I really necked that because the trek was leaving. So I was out for that. So that was about 8 o'clock this morning. I had that. We went for an hour's Nordic walking, which is it's very intense. It's a lot more intense than walking, normal walking, because you are using the poles, so you're using all of your upper body strength as well as your lower body strength, which is awesome. So we went and did that, then got back. I came in and had my breakfast juice and the little shot. They have like little shots of, I can't remember what it is, but it's some kind of seed or something, and it's just so good for you. So I had that, and I really am used to the taste of it now. I quite like it. So have that with my morning juice, and then I went and then did the yoga. So did an hour's worth of yoga, followed by an hour's worth of personal training session. And then by the time I came out of the personal training session, it was then time for lunch. So I went and had my lunchtime juice with my shot of, I think it's some kind of greens type algae thing. That was not so nice, but I'm again starting to get used to that now. So I had that, and I know what good it's doing for me. I feel like as I'm drinking it, it's not only me on my face that's smiling, my whole body is smiling. My liver, my kidneys, everything inside me is just grinning its head off. And it just feels amazing. So yeah, so then did that. And then this afternoon, oh my God, I had my live blood analysis, which was so interesting. I mean, it was just amazing to see my own blood on screen. I'm not watching a TV program and seeing someone else having it. It was my blood that was on the screen, and she was pointing out all these most amazing things to me. And it was really clear, and it just, as she was talking to me, it was just obvious that, you know, I have, my diet is too acidic. And I'm actually fairly good because I have been juicing for about 1.5 years, but I'm obviously not doing it full time, and you shouldn't do it full time anyway. But clearly, you know, having crisps and chocolate and wine, bread, all the white stuff, pasta, all these things that's putting acidity into my body. And actually, when I'm looking at my cells, I'm looking at them going, oh my God, I'm so sorry, lads. Lads and ladies, you know, your cells should be of a certain size, and they should have a coating around them, and that's a membrane. And what that does is it's got a negative effect. So it helps to push other blood cells away. What it does is it means that they can kind of bounce off of each other and get into the veins that they need to go into. I'm obviously not explaining it very technically here, but it just means that the capillaries and everything, you know, your blood isn't getting into those very easily if you don't have that membrane around it. And if you are having a diet where you're eating lots of white food and starch and fats, and especially the kind of fats and corn syrups that there are in so many of our foods, and I didn't realise just how many were just being poisoned, and it's just phenomenal. And looking at my own blood, I could see how much I'd poisoned it by eating that way, and I felt enlightened, but at the same time I felt terrible because my body is living, breathing, eating, sleeping. My heart is pumping. I don't ask it to. My lungs work. I don't ask them to. Just by swallowing, I don't ask my body to do that, but there's probably 50 different things going on in my body for me to be able to do that, and yet I'm poisoning myself. So yeah, and that, I mean, it's, you know, my blood's actually pretty healthy. She said she's never seen perfect blood before, but what was clear was that some of my blood cells aren't the right shape, and some of them are bigger than they should be. So that means that I'm deficient in some of the B vitamins, and also my circulation is quite poor. So it's not bad, but it could be better. And so there were some funny little crown shape, like flower shape blood cells that were hanging around. There weren't many of them, but there were enough for it to be, you know, look, you need to be having certain things in your diet that you're not. So it's really, really interesting. And I've got the food intolerance. Let's have a look. Where's my thing? Oh no, I haven't got food intolerance tomorrow, but I have got it coming up. So I had that blood test. Then we had a great talk on nutrition, which was then followed by I went straight from that. No, I didn't. Before I went into the talk on nutrition, I had the lipogeny treatment, and what that is, it's like non-invasive liposuction. So instead of you laying on a table and being cut open and having some rod or something prodded around in you and sucking all the fat out, which is very invasive, extremely painful, and would take quite a while. It's you know, it's major surgery, so it takes a while for your body to get over that. This was the most relaxing thing I've ever had, and it was just a really chilled out experience. And all it was like, it looked like an ammunition belt with, you know, like when you have the bullets in the ammunition, but it wasn't bullets, it was whatever this thing is, and you put it on your whatever area it is you're wanting to do. So I put it on my tummy and my stomach, and I had it on my hips. And what it does is the laser penetrates the fat cells. So I'm not sure how it does it. I'm not a scientific person, but I could feel it. It was very warm. I thought it was going to vibrate, but it didn't. It was very warm, and not hot though, just a really nice, relaxing warm. And it just felt very nice. But what it's really doing is it's helping to open up the fat cells, so the fat is actually coming out of those cells, and then it's going into your lymph system. So I also had 2 of these pad stimulator things that were down by my groin that were working on my lymph. So it was helping to get my lymph going. And then within 12 hours, you need to go and do 30 minutes of exercise. So as soon as the talk finished, I then went to the gym and I did my 30 minutes on the treadmill, went and had a lovely sauna straight after that. And then the next thing, I was coming in, and we had a great demonstration by Paula. She's the resident raw food chef who's been brought over from Holland. She's not here indefinitely, so we're very, very lucky to have her with us while we're here. And she gave us a demonstration on making smoothies, but they were vegetable smoothies, and I never even thought of having a vegetable smoothie. I've always thought a fruit smoothie when I think of the word smoothie, but oh, these 2 smoothies she made were absolutely divine, and just so simple, and ingredients that I can get from anywhere. So that really helps, because with me living in France, they're not exactly equipped for juicing with all of the other added things. You know, it's all very seasonal, which is amazing because all the food is fresh and most of it's organic. It comes straight out the field and it's straight into the supermarket. But you know, there's certain things that I can't get always, so that's quite good. So I've learned where I can get them from. And then we went straight into that to dinner. We had the most amazing soup. That was very, very nice. And then we've just watched a film. We just finished watching a film. There's a movie on every night, and they have this big like movie screen that comes down in the living room, and it's just so lovely, and the fire's going, and the people here are just so nice, and it's just, the whole environment is set up for transformation and loving yourself. And they treat you like they love you, even though they've never met you before. And it's just so wonderful that they care so much and they know your name. And it's just all the little things that make such a big difference. You know, I'm delighted to be here. And clearly this is going to it's just totally changed my thinking. The film that we've just watched was it was a 30-day challenge for diabetics, and there was a mixture of type 1 and type 2 diabetics, and they were taken out of their life for 30 days, and put on basically this raw food plan. They didn't juice, they just took the raw food option, and they did that for 30 days. And there were 6 of them, I think, and one of them decided to go home, so I don't know what his result was, but there was only, like, all of them came off their medication, were living completely healthily, enjoying the food, and only one of them, who had a severe type of type 1 diabetes, he dropped his insulin down to something like 5% of what he was already taking. You know, and there were people that were taking all these bottles of pills and potions and everything. They were taking that every day of their life, poisoning their system to try and kick into touch whatever it was that was wrong with their insulin levels. So I just find that fascinating that all of them within 30 days, and in fact most of them within 4 or 5 days, were completely free of it. One of them, she left her home and didn't take insulin again. And you know, these people, I mean, it's just, how amazing is that? So if you've got this life-threatening illness, and diabetes is actually very serious, if you've got this and you can reverse that in 30 days, if you can reverse it in 5 to 7 days just by eating raw food, imagine what you can do for your system just by starting it now. And that's what's going around in my head. So I'm just, well, I'm absolutely a convert. I always think that, or always thought before, that green juice was this disgusting thing that you had to try and be healthy. But actually, it's something you have that it's a way of life. And the food and the juices I've had here have been absolutely yummy. And I could definitely eat like this. We've got a food demonstration tomorrow as well, where I think they're going to show us how to make a completely raw food spaghetti bolognese. Can't argue with that. I'm looking forward to that. So yes, that's by end of day 3. And you know, I don't even, I'm sat in my bedroom talking to you. It is now, it's coming up for 10 o'clock at night. I've been up since about 7 o'clock this morning, and I am wired. All I've had is, I've had 3 juices and a soup and water, loads and loads of water and loads of herbal tea. I don't feel hungry. I feel completely wired, and brilliant. So tomorrow I've got a lovely reflexology treatment with a head massage and a liver pack. So I've got that tomorrow. That comes automatically with the package that I'm here, the 7-day package. I think that's the 7-day ultimate detox. So yeah, I've got that at 11 o'clock. So that'll be straight after I've done yoga, which will be amazing. And then I've got a clinic tomorrow afternoon, and then that's going to be followed by a facial. So I'm going to be on cloud 9 tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm just absolutely loving it here, seriously. You know, I'm so glad that the very first detox, proper detox that I've ever done is at Homefield. I really am so glad, because rather than going somewhere else and having a crap experience and then finding this place, this has absolutely set the bar for what detoxing and raw juicing and raw food and looking after yourself. You know, Jo, the personal trainer, is amazing. How she describes everything, it's really broken down. She's managed to get all exercise types, from people who haven't exercised for years to people that are exercising all the time. She's managed to hit a level where all of us are getting what we need from it, and it's just fantastic. You know, just the staff are just amazing. And Suzanne, thank you so much for inventing this place, because it has changed my life. And we're only on day 3. I've got another 4 days to go, here for 7 days, and I can't wait to find out what's going to happen tomorrow. So I will see you then, and I'll do another video for you to let you know what it's like and what's going on here.